It's your boy Tipsy Japan back with another episode of ATAS across time and space. Woo! I'm excited. I am very excited to be back. We over here on episode 89.
Oh, so 80, but 89.
89. Woo! Folks, the hype is here. Hype beast extraordinaire. It's your boy TPC Japan. I'm joined by my host over here on Cross Culture. I'm allowing him to introduce himself because every single time it just feels better that way. Go ahead, man.
Hey, come on. You already know it's your boy Ace of Cross Culture. We coming back at it again. Number 89. Thanks for joining us. Definitely hit the description. Make sure that you're getting that Everand going on, and then hit the comment section because you already know episode 100 is going to be a giveaway. I don't got to tell y'all. Y'all already know. Everybody who's been joining in with us already knows.
Yo. Episode 100? 101? What is it?
Oh, sorry. Yeah. 101. That's my bad. Episode 101.
Okay.
So 101.
Right. So, up to episode 100, we're going to be collecting these comments in the comment section. We're going to tally up the numbers. And if you are the one that has your number drawn out of that hat, has your name drawn out of that hat, then you're going to get something very nice. You're going to love it. You're going to say, wow, TPC, Ace. My goodness. I didn't even know it was like that, bro. I didn't know it was like that, bro. Much appreciated. Thanks for showing the love. It's love this way, gonna be love right back. All right, yeah. Just letting you know. You're gonna wish you wrote something. You're gonna wish you said, hey guys, I'm listening. I hear you, brother.
Something, anything in the comment section, not the live comments. Just differentiate that, not the live comments, the actual comment section down below. It's somewhere down, somewhere down there.
That's different, right? Good. Okay. So today, the soup du jour is this book that we started last week over there on Cross Culture. Over there. You're talking about over here, right? It was over there on Cross Culture. And it's called Ikigai. Why did we start with this book, Ikigai? Let's kind of introduce the idea of Ikigai. You know, what because you said that we were TikToking around, and then somebody gave a recommendation, and then that recommendation for the TikTok video had a recommendation for this book, among others. But why land on this one? What was what were your thoughts?
I don't know. I felt kind of drawn to it. We've been doing American authors. Not to say that Ikigai is not. It's not by a Japanese author. You would think it would be, but it's not. The whole idea of Ikigai, what we're reading through, it's extremely eye-opening. I'm finding things wrong with myself. It's coming a little close to home, and I'm like, man, well, guess I got to change stuff.
Ooh, change stuff about what? Now, Ikigai. I'm saying change stuff about what? I like to pose a question, but then retract the question so that that isn't answered incorrectly. But Ikigai, when people hear Ikigai in Japanese, it's like the reason why I'm alive. All right, it's it's basically that.
The
like,
reason
that's how it feels.
we are here.
Ikigai garu. Yari. The reason that we feel our feelings won't disappear.
Okay.
Okay. Hey, you cue me up, man. I am ready to go. Any given Sunday or Saturday night on the East Coast. All right.
Hey.
So that's like this Yari Guy exists, right? It's like if you do it, it feels better that you have done that thing. Like it just, Kami Guy. I talked about this word Kami Guy. My wife was like, we don't say that. I was like, well,
Kamigai.
maybe your generation doesn't say that. I'm used to experiencing like other people using language on a different level than some of these young folks, right? And it's like if you chew it, the more you chew it, the better it tastes. All right, it's foods like that out there.
The more you chew it, the better.
The more you chew it, the better it tastes. Can you think of any foods that have like kamigai? You know, as you chew on it more and more, I'm thinking like a jerky, but you own jerky.
Oh, that's a lie. That's a lie. I found the jerky. Yeah,
you
vegetarian jerky.
You chewing on a mushroom or something? Like some dry mushroom?
Nah. Beyond, you know, hashtag not sponsored. Beyond actually has a jerky. So it's plant-based. And the teriyaki is my favorite. Close second is a hot and spicy. But the original it's lackluster. I'm sorry. It's lackluster. It's not where it's at. But I wouldn't consider that. The only thing that comes to my mind, but you don't chew it, is a gobstopper. Because those change color and flavor as you get to the center of it. You know?
So there's like name gaigar. Name gaigar. Yeah. As you lick it.
As you lick it,
the flavor comes out, right? That's basically what the idea is.
Yeah.
Okay, so you got a gobstopper like that. Is that something that like is it good for you?
No, not at all.
No.
Not at all. Pure sugar.
Yeah. So
good for your soul.
Maybe it is, you know. I mean, this chapter and the title of this week, it's not like a clickbait type thing. Like, we're dead serious. We're looking at anti-aging secrets, right? Yeah. And before exposing that question, though, I wanted to ask, you know, do you know about any anti-aging secrets? Like, the ones that were revealed in this chapter are on point, I think, but you know, did they come as a surprise to you, or I was already thinking that, bro. I was already, you know, added 5, 6, 7, 8 years because of that same thing, right? You can't add 1 year onto your life. I know.
Oh, well, come on, somebody.
Not one day, but maybe you can as far as health wise.
But just to clarify that Bible verse, it does not say that you cannot add years. It says that worrying about tomorrow will not add years to your life. Okay, so you can add longevity to the life that you have. You can add quality to the life that you have. But if you just sit around worrying about, oh my goodness, what's on the end of my fork? Oh my goodness, I need to eat more salad. Oh my goodness, nothing good is gonna come of that. And that's what we talk about in this chapter. I'm sorry, I'm hyped.
We're worrying about not worrying about the calories, but doing what you're supposed to do concerning those calories is what you need to do. Is that your angle there?
I mean, there's a whole lot more. There's a whole lot more, but I don't want to take too much from you. I mean, I listened to this chapter. I told you it's beaming down my block.
How many times?
I'm just like,
how many times did you listen to this chapter? Because it's short and sweet. Every chapter in this book is short and sweet.
Short and sweet. Yeah. I only listened to it once, but it was like pause. Oh my goodness. Okay. Pause. Pause. I was like, ooh, yeah. It's
there's a lot of nuggets.
Yeah, it's a lot of nuggets in there. I'm not talking about McDonald's neither.
All right, let's talk about the first nugget then. I'm only going to put on screen for our Spotify folks. I'm only going to put the word technology, and the role that technology plays is the thing that this chapter talked about. It was like, all right, technology is this white rabbit that's holding a sign, and you're in a race. And once you reach the race with the white rabbit holding a sign, then you die. But as our technology improves, the white rabbit jumps a little bit faster. All right. And once you reach the point where the white rabbit is moving just at the same speed that you're walking through life, then you never can reach the rabbit, and therefore you live forever.
Yeah.
That's that was the idea that was posed. Now, is that B or is it S?
What?
Like, hold up. I mean, let me just. All right, because there is a thing right now about trying to turn technology into this, godlike thing where it's going to give you eternal life, right? Is that what technology is going to do for you?
Homo Deus.
Yeah, that Homo Deus. Go back to my friend Homo Deus, right? Then that's kind of like this flinky that's going on right now, where it's like, are you serious? Is it okay to think that? Is that what we're trying to do these days? Can technology bring us there? There are people who will refute and say that that's utter BS, and you need to come to recognition that it's not going to happen. But
I feel
if you could make me live one more day longer, I'd appreciate it. Like under the sheets, right? So, how do you feel about technology extending life expectancy, and do you believe that technology will reach a point that we can not
live
die
forever?
Of natural causes.
Not die of natural causes.
We had immortality.
Die of a computer virus.
No, because in our last book we had immortality versus like non-mortality. I think was like the word for it. It's like we're not gonna die of natural causes. We can get hit by a car and that's it. Can't be saved, right? But just aging, we can stop ourselves from aging. You think technology will reach that point, and do you want it to? Do you want to invest in technology like that? You want that on your portfolio?
It's hard to look at. It's hard to think about, in the sense that
I'm looking at you, and I'm thinking about you. Go ahead.
If
I'm saying that to the audience, I love you guys. Go ahead.
If we're thinking about the possibility of living forever, it's not something new. It is something that people have been trying to do from ancient times. What is the legacy that I'm going to leave behind? That's the way that I'm going to live forever. But as somebody who's interested in science and technology, and has been for most of his life, I do see that people are talking about how close we're coming to the singularity. And that's when we can actually put human consciousness into machines. So think of your consciousness on like 10 terabytes of memory.
On this device.
All right.
Oh, that's my conscious ideas is right there. I'm showing a beautiful picture of my wife on my phone. I drew it there. And like, I consciously did that. But no, allowing my phone to do that for me because it's me. My mind is inside of it.
So it's not that your mind would be inside of it. Is that you would then transfer your consciousness, because technically our mind is already in our phones. Our phones learn who we are. Our recommended apps are based on the apps that we use and the times that we use them. If you wake up in the morning, and hit your recent apps button, will only work for Android, because I don't think there's a way to do it on iPhone.
Okay.
Wake up in the morning and just go to your recent apps, and it'll have app recommendations at the bottom there.
Is that my mind?
To open up. It's literally learning who you are. But it's not your consciousness. So we can be of the same mind, but we are not of the same consciousness. And that's what people are trying to do. They're trying to get the consciousness so that it can live forever, even if the body goes away.
Well, see, they got all kinds of devices that's consciously listening to what I have to say. So you heard that.
Look. Yeah, that was on my end.
Okay, which one? Consciously listening. Are you talking to me? Are you talking about me? I have your mind. No. All these devices is trying real hard. They're trying real hard. But it's like, okay, they are learning us at an amazing pace, especially if you got your Nest on not autopilot, but if you don't go in there and flip the switch and turn off the microphone,
it'll always be listening for those two magical words.
It's always listening, and they'd be pretty smart to use that data to try to learn how people think. Don't let us know Don't let us know that you've been listening the whole time and trying to, weaponize this thing. Because we'll shut you down.
That's scary stuff. Scary stuff.
We'll shut you down, boy. All right. But but you didn't answer the question. Do you want to invest in that type of technology?
Do I want to invest in that type of technology?
Yeah, meaning, do you think that it has a future worth putting your money in now, so that when it does reach fruition or a singularity or whatever, like, you think that singularity is an eventuality that's in your lifetime, and it's worth having stock in it so that your family is well off because of it, man? Do you put your money behind that, or do you say, hey, I don't think that's ethically correct?
Exactly. It's the ethics behind it. So given my moral compass, given what I believe, is that living forever is not a great thing here. I don't want to live forever here. And I wouldn't want anybody else to live forever here, because this is not perfect. This is not the planned way for humanity to live. So now, if I'm putting stock in the idea of living forever, then am I truly living for eternity?
Dude, you can live for eternity when you die.
No, but that's the thing. If I'm so focused on what's here, am I preparing to live for eternity on the other side of grace? In heaven, though, like that.
That's
because you don't want to. The Bible says that where your heart is, or where your treasure is, your heart is also. So if we're like trying to amass wealth and, be well off here, are we actually preparing for there? And if we're, saying, hey, I don't need the best of the best, I'm content, but hey, I'm going to build this relationship, then our treasure is in heaven.
Hold on.
And we're not worried about here.
That's true. That's true. I was doing all kinds of magic signs because I was like, I want you to open that even further.
Oh, no.
Hold on. Don't go nowhere. All right. Keep it locked at ATAS. 8488. All right.
8488. Oh gosh.
8488. Keep it locked right here, folks. Hold on, because this question right now. If you live longer here, then couldn't you spend more time here building up the kingdom?
But if you're living longer here, do you now lose the idea of mortality? To where
you see more.
The idea is so that I only can impact so many people before I'm no more. So let me do what I can right now. And I've even heard atheists have the same mindset, to where it's like, I only get one life, so let me do everything I can.
I mean, if you think about it, like, you only get this one day, put that 24 hours in, right?
Yeah.
But the thing is, it's not immortality, it's non-mortality. So you can die of any number of things, like a car crash. I mean, the chances of you living 1,000 years in the absence of like natural death causes, chances of you not getting hit by a car, having an accident, and all these things go up exponentially because you living 10 times longer than everybody else. So your chances are 10 times more than everybody else. Had you only lived your 100 years, then maybe you could have got through without getting hit by a car. But let's live 500 years without getting hit by a car. Like, how many cars would you have seen in your lifetime? How many close calls would you have had if you lived 5 times as long? One of them is going to get you. So I think you become even more familiar with death than you would have been before.
But the thing is that if speaking in the sense of the singularity, you may or may not have a body, but let's say that you do.
Mhm.
Now, if you get hit by a car, are you going to revert to the last save point type thing? Is it going to be, oh, we just got to download you from the cloud into this new body?
That's
And then that's what people want, to be able to live forever. To hey, let me switch bodies. So some Orochimaru type stuff.
No. So let's disambiguate that point right there. Do you want to? Because we could say technology really has two paths. One, where you keep this bio body, this 100% flesh body, plus whatever technical things that they can put inside you, to keep
augmented,
keep your mind going. Yeah, augmenting your current bio form versus moving your consciousness into some kind of android robot, separate piece. Because if you move it into a robot, then all you got to do is replace the parts in the robot, new hard drive, and so on and so on. Like that could perhaps go on indefinitely and go search the stars. Which would be dope if you just have that guy on lock. But I don't want to be that guy that doesn't know where his other consciousness is roaming, right?
Yeah,
but I'm talking about the physical body. If you make your upgrades to the physical body to the point where it doesn't age, is that technology worth investing in?
Well, that technology is already being invested in. The moment that you go to a pharmaceutical anything and you pop a pill, that's already augmenting. So even if you have constricted heart ventricles and you're on baby aspirin, 100 years ago, that wasn't a thing. You was like, okay, you cough 3 times. Well, I guess you're done.
Done. What? You're done. Let's do the final rites. What?
Yeah. I mean, we're prescribing cigarettes for emphysema. I mean, technology and medicine have come a long way. I mean, to the point where you have cosmetics, things to make your face look better. That's already augmenting. So, I mean, putting hardware into your body, I have to be behind, because there's people that have heart problems that need like a pacemaker, things like that. I know people with the little Dexcom insulin thing that reads their blood sugar, and they get it on their phone. Like, oh, I guess I need to have a snack because I'm running low on blood sugar.
Yeah, but for real, that right there. Like, I was just listening to the Andrew Huberman podcast. No relation, folks, no relation. But his podcast, they were just talking about that this morning. Yeah, you just get your my glucose and me kind of thing. Like, you just know all your information, like regular blood tests. And that, knowing what your glucose levels are really does help with physical fitness. Like, if you actually working out, like even before going into the workout, your blood glucose levels are going to go up so that your body remembers it's going to need that, glycogen. Let's go ahead and release that glycogen now to keep this, keep the system moving, popping, and ready to handle whatever kind of physical exertion that you're going to put out there. So, yeah, I mean, being aware of that, once you're aware of your muscles, it's easier to build them. Once you're aware of your heart and how it works, it's easier to maintain it. Your mind is easier to maintain it. This chapter was talking about the mind as well, and I don't want to get away from talking about that. The mindset of eternity. Right?
Look, I'm happy that these are bite-sized chapters, because we're going to be juicing a lot out of these things.
Yo, I'm telling you.
Yeah, it's getting crazy already.
Right. So my question is, just taking it back before this chapter, during this chapter, and then going forward. Before this chapter, what was your whole stance on? How did you feel about mindfulness?
Mindfulness. I am of the mindset that mindfulness is a very good thing. Just knowing and being present in the room is mindfulness. Now, you can take that a step further. You can have meditations, And meditation, I know that a lot of Christians are
Meditation
like, meditation, spooky, spooky.
Hold
If
on.
you
You
are
gotta do it one more
having your
time.
devotional,
Do that one more time for the YouTube crowd.
they're gonna clip that. So if you are reading God's word, and this is meditation from a Christian standpoint. If you are reading God's word and you take a quiet moment after reading just to really sink into the words that were read, or really sink in, maybe you're watching a podcast or a digital Bible study, and you just pause the video, or you just take a break and you just like, wow, let me sit in that for just a second.
Yes.
That's meditation.
That is meditation.
That right there is meditation. And it doesn't have to be something where you're like, oh, let me cross my legs and put my hand, like this so that I can float off the floor. Meditation and mindfulness is being in that moment and seeing that moment for what it is. Period.
So you don't even have to know how to be in that moment. You don't have to know how to shut everything else and be, focus, concentrate, be brought to full attention. Attention and focus are two different things, right? You don't really even need to know how to do that necessarily to be in a meditative state.
No, because what happens first is being intentional about those spaces, being intentional. You know what? I see that on my phone. Let me put my phone down because we're at the dinner table. Or let me put my phone down because, I want to give this person my full attention. It doesn't have to be something that you're born with, because Lord knows I wasn't born with it. But it's being intentional.
Yeah. You can intend. You can intend to do the right thing, but the road to Hades is paved with
good intentions.
There you go.
But
see,
the difference is the intention without the action. So if you intend to do good, I'm going to give $1 million to charities this year, and you never do it. That's a great intention. Good. That's a great intention. But did you follow through? That's the difference. That's the difference.
Okay, so what actions can we take to follow through? And I intend to focus on this moment, but I don't really know how to do that. Turn off your phone. That's the first step.
After you listen to the next episode of ATAS.
Turn the screen off and plug in your headset so you can focus.
Hey, okay, all right. Catch us on Spotify.
Catch us on Spotify or wherever you get your podcasts. Don't look on iTunes though. We ain't paying for that.
No.
They
want money. They want money.
30%.
We're not even making anything. I mean, it would be good for now because we're not making that.
What is the problem? Oh man. No. But look. I know one thing you can do right now is to turn off your phone. All right. If you want to focus on the moment, and and just look at one cloud at a time. You need to look up and stop looking at your phone. Another thing that we can do, and it didn't come from this chapter, but as these books work on your mindset and they're going in your ears and you start thinking, what can I do right away? Another thing that I picked up was this idea of box breathing. Have you heard?
Breathing?
Yeah, a lot of people talking about box breathing right now. And it's really easy to do, actually, with this song that's playing in the background. That's why I made sure that was right now to this. Box breathing is a practice of breathing in a box. What does that mean? Okay, so
thank you.
so one side. How many sides does the box have? I mean, like a square.
Oh.
He's put up a 4. All right, so one side of the 4, you going up, and this is inhaling, and you go, breathe in 1, 2, 3, 4. Now Ace is doing this right now. He's doing it right now. Don't stop breathing until we get to the top of the box. So we're going 1, 2, 3, 4. Now he's at the top. He's going to hold it for 4 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now he's going to breathe out. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then at the bottom of the box, he's going to hold the breath out for 4 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's one box. Now you can do as many boxes as you like, but if you're in that moment where you need to slow down your breath and be more intentional about breathing and be more intentional about that moment and relax it, and this actually changes your physiology. Like your heart rate will change with the breathing. All right, you pumping out more. You're not going to pump out more carbon dioxide, because that's the point of breathing, is to get the carbon out and bring in more oxygen, right? But you're pumping out, your carbon dioxide in a controlled fashion and breathing in your oxygen in a controlled fashion. And as you're doing that, it's very easy to get into meditative state. You're just focusing on your breathing. You're looking at the square box and you're starting to see things as they're supposed to be seen. It's a very simple practice, but I've been doing it this week, and box breathing it's part of a series of moves that has started to change my mindset. And yeah, I'm happy that I'm in. But what can you do, or what do you do to get into a mindful state? That's a question for the audience as well as for you. When you heard, this bit about mindset in this chapter, did you like feel anything that either is already part of your practice or one of your strategies, or something that you wanted to incorporate going forward?
For the mindfulness, me personally, I have a mindfulness reminder on my phone.
Whoa.
And I did that a while ago. And the reason I did it is because I noticed that I was on my phone a lot. So it's like, if this notification comes up, chances are I'm going to see it.
Okay.
And then remember to be mindful. Yeah. So it's like, if it comes on while I'm on my phone, then I'm just like, ooh, crap, I need to be off my phone. But if it comes on when I'm not on my phone, I'm still going to hear the notification. I'll look at it and be like, okay, yeah, I can do that. I can be mindful for a second. We carry around these devices. At the very least, what we can do is use them to change our life for the better. But when my wife was in the hospital with our first daughter, with my daughter, she wasn't feeling great about the experience of giving birth. She was expressing a lot of anxiousness. So she walks me through some grounding exercises to give to her when she. So she prepared herself by giving me the tools. Say, here, I'm going to need these, so I need you to give them to me when it's time.
Yes.
So I know that the idea of using your senses to ground yourself is a grounding exercise. What are 3 things that you can see in the room? What are 5 things that you can hear? What are 3 things that you can feel? What are you tasting right now? Like, all those ground you in that moment.
With a number.
With a number.
I didn't notice.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be a specific number.
Yeah.
But it's like, okay, what are 2 things that you can see? What are 3 things that you feel right now? You can feel my heart racing. Okay, well, all right, take a breath. All right, now we go through the chain again. What is one thing that you can see? Can you see the red right there? How does that make you feel?
One thing y'all can say, folks. It's goosebumps, right? Because you talking from the past into the future, and you ain't know that last night at your time right now, I was in the hospital. We was in there. Yeah. Had I known at your time in the past that there were these tools out there, then
Yeah.
things would have gone smoother. I was ready to ask those types of questions, right?
Oh, now you know. Now
Well,
you
now
know.
you know.
You have
Well,
them.
no.
Yes.
Now y'all know over there in the past and in the future, when you guys are going back and listening to these tips and tricks on how to get into a better mindset so that you can support your family, you just make sure you leave a comment. You go back to TPC Japan, or you go over to Cross Culture and say, you know what you guys said on episode 89, that really helped me out, man. I appreciate that. I mean, you ain't gotta say thank you, but if you do,
you feel so inclined.
Well, you know, life is just a little bit better. No, you will feel better for having said thank you. This is a gratitude practice. A gratitude practice is one of those anti-aging secrets. We making sure you guys live longer and more prosperously. That's the idea. If you're gonna be around here on this planet,
you want to see everybody make it.
The love, and make it with a smile on your face. All right, that's the last thing I want to share today. Because yes, all right, you wake up first thing in the morning, cheesing. All right, that's another thing to be mindful of. You put a cheese on your face for 15 seconds. And then as you put that there, you're going to automatically be like, why am I holding my muscles to smile like this? Right? But do it anyway. And then start thinking of times that you were literally very happy, or think of something that, made you feel, great or thankful or had gratitude or any of that stuff. It's very simple. And as you're reinforcing the smile, like your brain doesn't know that the smile is real or fake. It's just, it knows that you're smiling. And then you give it some more things to think about to reinforce the smile, and keep that for 15 seconds. You're going to have a great day. You're going to have a great day. So do it, right? Choose. And then when you look back at that day and reflect on it, you say, well, let me get myself a pen and a pad, write down exactly what I did to make myself feel that good. Oh, I did what TPC said. Wow, that was easy. Right? I know these guys were talking about some powerful ideas. We want to give you some ikigai.
Ikigai.
So come back next week with some more ikigai. All right? Give it to us over there on Cross Culture next time, episode 90. We thank you so much for listening. Thank you for listening. Thank you for playing. It's your boy TPC Japan telling you that's what it is. Ace, hit him off, man.
I already know. Life is nothing without quality. Longevity will come, but at the very least, what you can do is stay prayed up and be blessed.
Okay.